Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Johnny's Joint, a very special edition of Johnny's Joint. As you can see today, I'm Johnny Johnson, first and foremost. With me, I have my guest, Mr. CJE Cameron Jackson.
How you doing, Johnny? Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. As you can tell, folks, I'm without my cigar, but we're still smoking, baby. Right? Ain't that right?
Yeah, he's still smoking.
I don't know about that. You can't say that you haven't dabbled a little bit in the festivities.
I had my networking crew here, and they ensure, they set me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, they set him up.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag it. Hashtag it. Alright, now, let's get this interview started.
Let's do it.
Cooked up, cooked off, set up, whatever the fuck you want to say. I'll say it. Damn it. Alright, now, when the celestial moon, the stars and the sun, planet Venus, planet Mars, they got together on the Earth. They formed what was the fetus, Mr. Cameron Jackson, inside the womb. Now, you came out, you emerged victorious from the womb. That was your first match, so to speak. How long after you emerged from the uterine walls did you discover the world of professional wrestling?
Oh boy, I can remember that. I was well, to be quite honest, I was back home with Mama. Grandmama used to come by. My Aunt Monique, my Aunt Shirley, my Aunt Caroline, my Aunt Lee. That don't matter. The thing is, we had a lot of family over, and we used to love watching this product, this ancient stone that people forgot about. It was called WWF.
WWF.
And then some shit came along called WWE, and I don't know what. All downhill from there. But yeah, that was a start, and then hooked up with a few friends. Don't take that the wrong way, folks. I know how you like to twist up and stuff. I'm a straight man.
Yeah, twist it like an L. Johnny Johnson. Smoking the L's with Mr. Cameron Jackson. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Too much goddamn reefer.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I didn't inhale. The thing is, I done forgot what I was talking about.
Too much damn reefer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, but yeah, no.
Your grandmama, your grandpapa.
Oh yeah, we were all there watching wrestling and whatever. We'll skip the little spiel about WWE.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the WWE. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, and now I met a few different people, made a few different calls, and a few different life choices, and CJE has started in other places, UWE, all over the world. Not that you have to check anybody else up. Just my YouTube channel is Cameron Jackson Entertainment if you're just waiting to know that. But
Go
anyway,
to it. I'll slit your throat if you don't.
Exactly. He'll smoke your ass, all right?
Like some rock.
Exactly. And I do a lot of cool things from here and there. I like to think I'm half decent at what I do. But
I think you're very decent.
Well, thank you.
Decent.
Decent.
Very decent.
And that road led to BEW, and guess what? Look at in the flesh, brother Cam, Johnny Johnson having a good time, kicking it in Johnny's Joint.
Johnny's Joint, baby. Ah, right.
Indeed.
Oh, come on. Oh, Johnny Johnson. Let's hit it again in the back.
We'll
the people want to know. They want to know how it goes down. What goes down behind the scenes, Johnny Joint,
I can tell you that in Johnny's Joint, nothing goes down, everything goes up.
Everything's going up.
And it's scary.
Very scary, ladies and gentlemen. Petrifying.
Exactly so.
to my questions.
Yes.
Okay, so, you discovered wrestling, you came into the world of wrestling. Now, do you have any favorites? Any personal, wrestlers that you were like, yeah, man, that's my guy, that's my dude?
Oh yeah, there was the two ones that I bet I can remind everybody the most of is one, Ric Flair,
Woo!
16, and The Rock. Those two, man, they were a lot alike and a lot different, and they rocked it together. And then from those two, I got into other wrestlers, and I'm actually a big fan of Japanese wrestlers with gimmicks more than moves. No disrespect to the moves, wonderful moves, but the gimmick and the personality attracts me more. And like Tajiri Funaki, I'm huge fans of those guys, and I love it all the way around. I love every aspect of it, but those two, Rock and Flair, are the two that really take the cake. I mean, there's other ones that are funny that I like. Ron Simmons, for one, is a god, and Booker T, Chris Jericho, even Triple H, Shawn Michaels. The list goes on and on. But
endless.
Exactly. But if there's two that really embody it, it's Rock and Flair, my two favorites.
I can smell that. I can smell what you're cooking. Woo! Woo. Alright. Now, what the people want to know, I guess, get some background information. Maybe a lot of the fans already know. You're a pretty popular, polarizing cat out there in the world of, what is backyard/underground wrestling. The people probably already know where you come from, but just in case they're unfamiliar, you better recognize them with the past, where you have been before BEW.
Oh, boy. Mainstay on what we call underground wrestling entertainment, UWE. Boy, that's where the CJE was born. And then I still mess around with everybody now. We still get into it when we need to. And I think I see nothing but good hope for those guys now that I'm here more than anywhere else. But, like I said, they got my support 110% of the way. They got very creative characters, and in there, myself, guy that runs everything, Everett Creed, Dirty DeChico, Rick Rios, and TJ Sakara, man. That's pretty much the core five. We started up way back 2011. I wasn't CJE before then. I don't know what the hell I was, but it wasn't good. And then we finally got to YouTube 2014, March 28, 2014. The first video went up and CJE was born. It's not a part of any Fed. It's, no, I'm sorry. It is a big part of any Fed. It's just for on-screen purposes, not on your roster, just more so on your show. And it kind of makes things interesting for the fact that I just get to call everything the CJE this, the CJE that. Obviously, for everybody else knows, I'm really on the roster, really not my own side company, but on screen it's Cameron Jackson Entertainment. Till the wheels fall off.
They
And then Pennsylvania, I've gone to APW. I went down to VTW, North Carolina. I just like to get around, like to have some fun, meet new people. Communities are built that way, first off. If you don't just reach out, and that goes both ways. If you don't reach out to somebody, how could you know there's more out there than what you're doing in your own yard? You gotta reach out somewhere. If I didn't reach out, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now. So reach out. But anyway, yeah, everybody, good hearts, good minds, good attitudes, and then obviously you get into your beef down the road. But that's everywhere you go. People just don't agree on everything. But the community is great, and I've been glad to do a little circuit in APW, VTW, back up to UWE, and now my circuit extends because we right here in BEW. That's what I like.
Right here, my ladies and gentlemen. Words to live by, words to gravitate to, by Mr. CJE Cameron Jackson. Now, from that point, it brings us to where you're at right now.
Oh.
and how you got involved with BEW.
Well, do you want to tell the story that's going to be on screen or tell the real story? There's two real stories, but
Well, I mean, Johnny Johnson has never been one to get the bullshit side of things.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Johnson is here to get the facts and the truth behind the matter.
Oh, okay. Well, one day, Brother Cam is sitting down in front of his computer, drinking his coffee, and good Lord, I looked on the YouTube and I clicked on this video, and all I heard was, "My name is the King of the Mountain of Up," and I was like, "What the hell?" And first off, I thought it was one of those, farmers only ads, so I kind of like clicked it out, and I went back to it, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I couldn't keep my eyes off it, and then eventually I start seeing on Twitter Jordan Oliver's tweeting stuff. I see BEW, and I see Navon McDonald tweeting stuff, and I'm like, wow, these guys are pretty dope. And then I saw a show. It was actually the last show they had in that last yard. I've seen some before that, but this is the one that made me say, yo, get off my ass and go. But it was Navon and Jordan doing, they were pretty much turning out the yard the last time.
I believe it was the Texas Death Match you're talking about, right?
Yeah, they turned that yard out. I mean, for Christ. And it wasn't just the wrestling, it wasn't the hardcore, it was the story that just drug me in. And that's the one thing I like about BEW, because everybody's got a story. Whether they tell you or not is up to them. But everybody's got a story and you can buy into it. Even the newer guys that I'm going to consider my class coming in. Some are still really highly developing. I've had my fair share of hits and misses as well, so I'm no saint. Not talking bad about anybody. But you got people that come in there with full-blown attitude, and not wrong attitude, but good on-screen attitude, good fire. But anyways, the thing is, I feel like BEW is just a great place to watch, and my first actual wish of it was just being able to come watch one, and then started talking to Jordan more, and then I guess he realized that I was a bit of a bigger name elsewhere, which is not a bad thing. He didn't like hold it against me or nothing like that. He just said, "What's up?" and we kind of kicked it off from there. And we just threw a funny idea out for shits and giggles, and he was like, "Yeah, maybe you should come up and wrestle me." I was like, "I will. You just tell me when and where." And he told me when and where, and then I spoke to Navon, got invited to the secret group that nobody knows about, especially now. And man, we made that day happen. I woke up at 11 o'clock, thought I was going to be late, and I was. But nobody was later than Navon.
Never.
And from there, it just took off in a positive direction.
Well, normally, as long as people have come in to BEW with the right attitude, we've been pretty accepting of them being here. Johnny Johnson personally aside, he's not worried about stepping on anybody's toes or anybody stepping on Johnny's toes. Johnny's job is perfectly secure. Mm-hmm. You're not telling me I'm coming for my job, are you?
No. Yeah.
After I smoked all that reefer with you.
The tobacco.
Tobacco. I don't know what these kids call it nowadays. When I was a young lad, I called it reefer.
Well,
what was I saying?
I don't.
Two skidoo and Johnny Ken too.
No, we ain't going into the wall.
The wall?
Yeah, well, whatever's behind us.
The people don't need to know. They don't need to know the mischief and the chaos that happens behind these walls. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Jackson, Mr. CJE, he's coming for you. He's coming for Jordan Oliver. And he's doing it all while drinking Jerry Cola and smoking reefer with Johnny Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, This has been Johnny's Joint. Have a good night.